Hello, hello. Let's get this up and running here. I'm using a new streaming software tonight, so we'll give this a shot. It's my first time using it, so please bear with me. As you notice by my background, I'm not in the studio today. Things are a little different. I am on the road currently. Shot some videos today. Pretty good stuff. Let's give it a few minutes here. Hopefully the audio's all right. So I'm staying in some kind of old and goofy hotel, and this place is the room here. This is a jungle room. Show you this if you can see this. There's all this junk above my head. So it's kind of a goofy place to do a live, but it's at least quiet. Hey Sandra, how's it going? Just out shooting some videos this weekend, and I'm kind of holed up in a hotel right now, and kind of a goofy one. I booked a jungle room, so it's a little different tonight. How's everybody doing? It's good to see you guys signing on. Thank you, Natasha. I appreciate that. The videos are fun to make. They really are. You know, even if nobody watched them, I'd still make these videos because they're fun. You know, these are all places that I've always went, you know, for years and years and years. This is the same stuff that I did before I started videoing. And you know, it's fun. It really is. And my laptop's trying to do some updates. Thank you, Sandra. I appreciate that. I'm always trying to get better. The live streams, I try to do these every once in a while. I vowed to start doing them about once a month. I've been failing at that. Just watch your Menendez house video. Thank you. That was the fun one. That one's been on my radar for a long, long time. And I actually shot that video a few months back. The house, you can't get anywhere near the house now. It's well, you can walk in front of it, but they fenced it off. There's gates in front of it now, and I've heard that there's just a nonstop flow of people that are visiting that house now. And the people that bought it aren't really fans of it, so they put a fence out in front of it. So you can't really go and see that house the same way anymore. Coming to Illinois soon. I will actually be back in Illinois tomorrow. I was up shooting a couple of videos today, and I actually did a video that I rarely do. I've done one, but it's a behind the scenes video where I'm kind of showing how the day goes and some of the things that go wrong and all that kind of stuff. Like I went for a walk today and I was going on a scenic overlook and some of the stuff that I never put on the channel, I decided to do it today. And I got hit in the head with a walnut when I was walking, and just little things like that that you know that are kind of funny, but you know they never make the cut when I actually edit a video. Oh yeah, it's a friend sent me a video the other day, and they had to wait almost like in a queue to go buy the house, but they put up a couple of They put up a fence and then they put up some other kind of thing blocking the view. But the house did go up for sale. It sold for, I think, over $17 million, and the people that bought it are completely gutting it and renovating it. So the way that it looked in the pictures that I showed from the open house earlier in the year, it doesn't look like that anymore. They have completely gutted it. Yeah, the jungle room. This place is it's kinda goofy, it's kinda spooky walking down the hallway. It kinda gives you that vibe that it's haunted or something. You just never know. Either that or somebody's gonna break in and murder me in my sleep. You really never know. Ross, hey, how you doing? Thank you, I appreciate that. I always look forward to your guys' comments. You and Caleros, you guys always have my back, and I appreciate you both. Hopefully everything's going well on your end. I vowed last time to try to start doing a live once a month. I'm really trying to make that work. If you guys enjoy it, and if as we get more people on here, it'll be more fun to do. It's not always fun when you sign on and twiddle your thumbs for a couple minutes, but yeah, it's let's see. Are you basing it on the jungle room? This is actually not my room. This is this is at a hotel, and this just happened to be the room that I got. There's um there's a bedroom back there, and there's all these branches and crap up on the ceiling. Let me show you. It's got the vibe, but yeah, it definitely looks like it's based off of Graceland. The furniture's old and kind of crappy, but it definitely looks and feels like the jungle room at Graceland. Let's get to some of your questions here. Bulletproof gangster car. I love that. That is one of my favorite things there. I every time I'm there, I try to do, a little video or a short or something like that. It's one of the coolest cars I've ever seen, and I've never seen another one anywhere else. So it's really cool. I It's one of my favorite things there. If it was demolished and a new house built, would kill the attraction. Yeah, unfortunately it would, but hopefully the place has a whole new vibe because it's creepy walking by it. And for anybody else that just signed on, we're talking about the Menendez brothers' house that I just did a video on the other day. They The outside of the house is still the same as it was, but they're demolishing or they're renovating the entire inside of the house. The den where the crimes happened, they tore it down, they're rebuilding it. I don't know what they're gonna do with it or what it's gonna look like, but they clearly don't like, all the gawkers and everything else because they put fences and stuff around it since I shot that video. Because I shot that video several months ago and just now got to uploading it. But, yeah, it's sad what happened there, but yeah, Suzanne Summers, I did see that. I haven't been there yet. Hoping to get back there again in the next couple months. I still have a lot of videos to put up from LA from the last couple times I was out there. I've been scheduling videos on mostly on Fridays, and then some of the other videos that come up throughout the week are videos that I did either that day or live. So there'll probably be something coming up tomorrow, I'm hoping. I have a few things from today. I shot 3 videos today, and yeah, there's a lot more coming up. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know if I'd call it hard work. It's a lot of travel and, the editing kind of sucks, but in terms of actually shooting the videos, it's fun. I would visit all these places even if I wasn't doing videos, I always did it. It was always a hobby, a fascination, just a love of places, historic places and all that kind of stuff. It's really fun. And if I could ever do this full time or if I could have one wish, that would probably be what it would be. Obviously, this is still something that I just do on the side. This is a part-time thing, but when I'm on the road, I'm always shooting videos and it's fun. I really love it. Have I been to the Comedy Store? Yes, I have. It's kind of creepy. I've heard haunted stories about it. I've asked some comedians that have performed there, and they've told me stories. I will hopefully do a video there at some point. I still need to find a good point of contact for somebody that could possibly allow me to do some work in there. Still working on that. If anybody knows anybody there, please reach out and let me know. Sometimes reaching out to people, it does some good. The last time I did a live, I was in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and they at the Alcatraz East Museum, and they don't allow videos in there, but I reached out to them and talked to a few people, and they ended up uh, allowing us to shoot a video for the channel. So that was kind of cool. But hopefully in the future we'll get a little bit more of that, and I can show you some things that not as many people have. The new owners could make some money with. No, I really doubt they need the money. I mean, $17 million they paid for that. But if you could somehow zone to make a haunted house out of that or something, I bet they would make a massive amount of money. I'm sure they don't need it, and I don't know who bought it, but you know, it's uh it's not going to be the same as it was. That's for sure. I'm sure it has a different vibe to it. Yeah, I am too. This doing this helps keep me sane. The everything else that I do, it's not quite as fun, not quite as rewarding, but I love doing this, and if anything, I'm hoping that things just get better, that the opportunities get larger, and that I can show you guys a lot more places coming up. Let's see. Donald Sutherland, I have not heard anything, and I really haven't looked it up. I that would be a That's actually a really good question. I'm gonna look it up right now because I'm curious too now. Let's see. It looks like he was cremated. That's kind of the trend now with a lot more people. I don't know how moving forward, I don't know how many people are going to have grave sites to visit anymore. I mean, that used to be kind of the thing. Everybody got buried and everybody had a plot, and there was only a few people that you couldn't visit. And now it seems like half or better of the people that pass on, there's nowhere to go. So, yeah, I don't know. Tammy, how's it going? Welcome. Editing videos isn't fun. So, yeah, editing it's not terrible, but that's usually what keeps some of the best videos that I have because I want to make sure that it's done right, that it's done the best I can do, and I have to be in the right mood to edit certain videos. Some I will voice on the spot and do it and it's ready to go. I can upload it in a couple of minutes and it's good to go. But some of the other ones that I really want to do a good job because I don't want to do again, I want to make sure that I do it justice and cover everything that I wanted to cover. So, it is a difficult thing. Joan Crawford, she is on my list. I have a massive list for the next time I'm in LA. There's a lot of stuff, and there's still a lot of videos that I've done that I still need to edit. Like I went up to the Whitney Houston room in the Beverly Hilton, and I have some personal stories to throw in with that one too. So that's going to be a fun video to edit, but I still have a lot of work to do on it. But yeah, that definitely is on my list. Animal Mother, thank you. I'm trying, and the videos I've put up in the last couple weeks, couple months are all videos I've wanted to do for a long time. I had a few people asking for true crime, so I've kind of made October my true crime month, kind of to go along with Halloween, and hopefully some people might think that that's a little bit tasteless, but that's kind of what we all enjoy, and we all kind of have a fascination with crime and true crime and the history and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I did enjoy putting those together. Let's see, more and more people getting cremated. So many. I mean, every time I look to see, and some of them at least still find niches and stuff like that, and still end up with a place to visit. But not too many lately have been people that you can visit. Yeah, New York State. That's one of the next places I want to go. I haven't been yet. There's a lot of cemeteries I want to do there, a lot of different places, a lot of homes, a lot of haunted places. I mean, you name it. There's so many places in New York, but that's one of the few places that I have not gotten to yet. See, Trump stand-up comedy, not bad. I have not seen it yet. I'm assuming that that's that Al Smith dinner that was the other night. I heard that it was pretty entertaining, but I haven't actually seen it yet. Is anybody else ready for this election stuff to be over? This stuff is, I mean, it's taking over the news, the feeds, and I get it. Everybody needs to be aware and make a good choice and all that kind of stuff. But, in the end, sometimes you wonder how much a lot of this stuff really matters. Gilda Radner, I did see that. Scott's got a really good channel. Sometimes he does his lives and I get on there and poke at him a little bit, and he's a really good guy. He gave me some really good advice when I first started this channel because when I first started this channel, it didn't grow very fast at all. And I was kind of getting discouraged about some things, and I was kind of concerned and curious, like, am I doing the right things? Am I doing the wrong things? And he was one of the few people that I actually reached out to, and he was really good about kind of being uh, just generous with his time and giving me some pointers and all that kind of stuff. The first time I reached out to him, it wasn't under this channel name, but since then I've been kind of giving him a little bit of a hard time on the videos. It's kind of fun, but yeah, he's a really good guy and he does great videos. They need to start building pyramids again. That'd be cool. There was a pyramid that it was a pyramid mausoleum in Graceland Cemetery. I don't know if you've seen that video on my channel or not, but if you haven't, look up the Graceland Cemetery video that I did, and there's a really cool pyramid mausoleum from a guy that was he was a he had a brewery in Chicago, and he ended up that brewery became an even bigger one now. I forgot which one, but it's pretty cool. Jerry Lee Lewis has a headstone now. Yeah, he does. I saw it. It's pretty impressive for being a small little cemetery. He's on a family plot that's also on my list. I don't know when I'll get there, but yeah, it definitely is on my list. Great collaboration if I joined with Adam and Scott. Adam, I do not know. We've never spoken. I don't know if he knows who I am or not. I would assume probably not. Scott's a really good guy. He did mention the last time that he was in LA. He asked me if I was out there, but we were not out there at the same time, but he was willing to meet up and do something. So I could see us collaborating at some point in the future. It is something I'm hoping to do. And, maybe we'll be able to collaborate with some of the other guys, but a lot of them they've known each other for a long time and they've all been friends for a long time. It's like Adam and Scott and Grim Life and I forgot who the other one is. Sean Clark, I think's the other one. I've never met any of those guys, but me and Scott have at least spoken. But yeah, I would love to collaborate with some of those guys. Arthur Dark, he's also awesome. I don't know if he collaborates with others or not. I've never talked to him. I've never seen him around, but he would be cool too. If nothing else, I'd like to pick his brain because the one thing that I like the best about his channel is not only the places that he goes and visits, but I really like the music that he has. And I know he's got somebody one of his friends that composes his music for him. But that's one of my favorite things about his channel. It's just so relaxing to listen to. If you contact Scotty, we'll connect you with Adam. I might have to do that one of these days. I'll poke at him in one of his lives. And yeah, that would be cool. I do like the idea of collaborating with other people, not just to broaden the audience, but just because it's fun to bounce ideas off of everybody because the more people you put in a room, the more people are going to know. And those two guys both probably know a lot of details I don't, and maybe I'd get lucky and know a detail or two that they don't. But that's part of the fun about doing collaborations. I really haven't done much for them yet. I did I have a Facebook page and a TikTok page and all that kind of stuff, and I've started doing collaborations with some local paranormal researchers and things like that. I haven't put any of those on my channel yet. I probably will at some point, but yeah, it's fun, and I really do hope to do more of it. Yeah, he is awesome. I actually didn't see his videos until after I'd started my channel because somebody made a comment when I did Hollywood Forever, something about, this you're trying to copy Arthur Dark, and I had to look him up and see who he was, and it's like, okay, well, it's cool stuff. It's kind of the same thing, not 100%, but it's a lot of the same stuff. Kurt from the 80s Life channel. I've seen his channel too. He seems like a cool guy. He seems to know a lot about the LA, the filming locations and stuff. And I like doing filming location videos, but they do horrible. Nope, at least on this channel, nobody watches them. The last one that I did was when I went through Georgia at the end of last year, I put up a My Cousin Vinny one, and I was super excited to do it. And, I don't always care if they get a lot of views or not, but when I do some of these, I think that, you assume that people like to see the same things that you do. And when I saw that that wasn't really the case, but I will do more filming locations. I do love it. Where's Sammy Davis Jr.? He is at um, Forest Lawn, Glendale, I think. I believe he's in a private section. The last time I went there, I tried to check it out, and the private section was locked. Sometimes people get lucky and it's unlocked, but I have not been lucky with that yet. Let's see. Nicest celebrity I ever met. Matt Damon was super cool. I worked on a film with him back, geez, 2010 ish. Nicest guy in the world. The first time I ever met him was like 1999. We were both pretty much kids. And one of these days in the community section, if I think of it, I'll post the picture because the picture was taken the first time I met him was 25 years ago and we were both kids. But he's super nice. Selena Gomez is really, really nice. Um, trying to think. I just ran into Steve Martin last weekend. He was funny, but he was nice. He came up and he had a group of fans waiting for him, and, he looked at him and he was counting them, and there was, like, I don't know, maybe 8 people there, and he's like, "You got 5 seconds apiece. You use it wisely." So he would either sign an autograph, take a picture, whatever else, but, it's kinda nice when you see them with, a little bit of their personality shining out. It's fun. Jordan the Lion, I've never met him before either. We know a lot of the same people though. We've ran in the same circles. I've worked on film projects with people that have worked with him on different things too. Faces of the Forgotten, he's a local guy by me. So yeah, he's I would really like to connect with him at some point too. He's a wealth of knowledge. He does some ring stories that nobody else does, and I really do enjoy his channel. Back to the Future Mall's being torn down. I heard that. I never got there. Is it torn down already? I really hope not. Lamont at Large and Mobile Instinct. Lamont at Large, he's good too. Mobile Instinct, same thing. I know a lot of these guys don't always watch other channels, but I do because I like, to me, seeing these places, it's more fun to me than watching actual TV, cable TV or anything like that. But Lamont at Large, I didn't know who he was until I went to, the Chateau Marmont to do a John Belushi video, and, sneak peek, that video is coming out this Friday. I went back and found Bungalow 3 where he actually passed on, and, that, not a lot of people went back there, but I know Lamont did because his sticker for his channel was on one of the no parking signs right outside of that bungalow. So that's actually and I filmed that video earlier this year, so that's actually how I found out about him. But yeah, they both have good channels. Adam, Steve, Scott, Steve, Jacob, and you. Well, thank you. I'm glad that I made the top 5. That's cool. Those are Steve. I'm assuming that's the graveyard channel. Am I thinking of the right guy? Yeah, he is funny. I really enjoy his where he shows the Motel 6s and the dumpy hotels. That's some of those just have me rolling. He's good. I do appreciate his humor. If it was torn down, Kurt or Adam would. I'll have to keep an eye on it. I haven't seen or heard anything else about it, but yeah, I'm kind of sad because I never got to any of the Back to the Future filming locations yet. I was always hoping to do it, but there was never enough time to do them all. So that's yeah, I go back and if I can't do them all, that would kind of suck. But just knowing that there are still um, where they did the school dance and all that kind of stuff. I know that's still there, but at the same time, everybody's done those videos too. So, how much of that stuff is really needs to be redone. Yeah, Steve the Graveyard Guy, he's good too. He did one of the things that he did that I was fascinated by is he visited all the presidents. I don't think he's uploaded all of them yet, but quite a few. And that's one of the things I always wanted to do. It was one of my bucket list things, and I'm still hoping to do it. I've probably done maybe a dozen so far, but there's still a lot to go. But the presidential grave sites is what I've always wanted to finish up. Let's see. Tomorrow's a big 25. Well, happy early birthday. Quarter of a century. I wish I could get those years back. You're still a young one. Enjoy it. Time goes by fast. But have a very happy birthday. Retired with Steve. What's he put on that channel? I do enjoy his grave videos though. And as always, if you see other people that do videos, channels that I might like to watch, let me know because I'm always looking for new people to watch. Uh, right before I signed on here, I had I went over to Piggly Wiggly. There's a store a couple of blocks down and they were getting ready to close down for the night and I bought some chicken wings and those things were insanely hard and they were gross and I mean you could knock on the door with them and they were absolutely disgusting and I ate a couple of them and I'm kind of regretting that at the moment. It's one of the bad things about being on the road is sometimes it's hard to find good food. Let's see here. Uh, okay, Palm Springs. That would be kind of cool. 'Cause there's a lot of old celebrity homes in Palm Springs. I'm gonna have to check that one out too. But yeah, he's one of those good guys from everything I've gathered. Lamont does he have 5 channels? Holy crap. I don't know how you'd keep up with 5 channels. I have 2 channels and I can barely keep up with that. The second channel, if you guys have never seen it, it's Jeff's Adventures. Sometimes some of my videos overlap a little bit. Sometimes I'll put something on there that I don't want to put on my main channel. But I couldn't imagine having 5 channels. Geez, just going through that many comments and keeping track of that many videos, I couldn't do it. Almost 40 times. It really does. It seems like yesterday I was in my 20s. Now I'm early 40s now. And it feels like 50 is not that far away, which is kind of scary because a lot of you young people in there, just remember, enjoy life. And there's reminders of that too, because the job that I do, my normal job, one of the guys that I worked with for 15 years, he was only 2 years older than I was, and he passed away of a heart attack last week. And that was kind of a wake up moment because when I'm on the road, I don't always eat very well, and then when I'm at home, I don't always eat very well either. So it was kind of a wake-up call in the last aside from the crappy chicken wings tonight, I've done a complete 360. I cut out fried foods for the most part. I tried to cut out sugar. I used to eat so many cookies and cakes, and you guys that have been on my channel for a while probably noticed that when I do videos on the spot, sometimes I'll be panting and huffing and puffing because I just, I can't I have not been in the best shape, and I'm really trying to fix that moving forward. Liberace, yeah, I've done his grave, but I do wanna do his house in Vegas. Next time I'm in Vegas, I'm planning on doing that. Where's Billie Eilish? That's a good question. I have no idea. She's probably out on tour or something. I guarantee it, she's not in this hotel. I probably should, but I don't feel like the stuff that I put on that channel is always really that good, and I don't actively, I could put up 3 things in a day, or I could not put anything up for 6 months. It's it's one of those kind of channels that I don't know what to do with it. I It's basically a channel right now that I sample things and try to figure out how to do different things. Let's see, where's Billy's performance? I have no idea. I really don't know much about her. Hello from Chicago. Hello back. Oh, Chicago's always good to us. Spend a lot of time there. Does he really live in his car? Wow. I mean, that's one way to save on bills. And he's probably realistically, he's probably never home, so that's probably a smart move on his part. Especially with the cost of how much everything is these days. If I could get away with that, I'd probably do the same thing. Do I plan on doing the 9/11 memorial site? Yes, I do. I don't know when, but when I go to New York, there's a lot of things on my list, but that definitely is on it. So I will do it at some point. The John Hughes, yeah, I saw that. The John Hughes video. He's the only one that I've ever seen that actually found the exact location. That was cool to see. I did John Hughes' grave and the house that he lived in Lake Forest, but yeah, I haven't seen that area yet. Yeah, I remember it too. It was geez, and I'm double that age now too, and it feels like so much has happened in life since then. 5 different bank accounts for his channels. I could not keep up with that. There's just no way. I could not do it. I admire him. I don't have it in me. It definitely pays to stay in shape. I'm really hoping to stay in shape now. I'm still not in shape, but the trend is better. I saw a doctor this last week, and he told me that I'm in better health now than I was in 2 years ago. 2 years ago I was basically a walking heart attack, and that's I'm starting to turn that around, so that's a good thing. I'd really like to see what his studio looks like or how he edits his videos. But he has I mean, I've seen 2 of his channels, Lamont at Large and the Lamont on the Run. I don't know what else he has, but, yeah, let me know. Just got another notification. That's it. Let's see. Thank you guys for asking questions. It's kinda nice to actually have, an active crowd tonight. Owns no property. It would suck to not have a place to hang your hat, but at the same time, if you're on the road all the time doing videos, there's probably not much of a point. Yeah, Chicago, I love Chicago. I really do. And if you live in a van, like, do you have to pay state income tax? I kinda wonder if that's something that like, where do you actually make your money if you don't have a physical street address? In that sense, that's pretty smart. Let's see, I'm kinda getting lost in notifications here. What time today's SNL starts? It's, 10:30 Central Time, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would, have a fit with that. This is a goofy room, though. I mean, I'm sure there's people here that are doing that. Hard to do all the different spots it costs. It's fun to do it as a hobby. I get excited when I can do a location that nobody's done, but it's not easy to do that because everybody's done every there's every location somebody has done it, it feels like. But, yeah, I really hope so. It would be fun. But, I mean, there's not as much money in this as people would think. And, when money does come in occasionally, it's so unpredictable that I mean, I don't know how I honestly don't know how people live on the income from this. I mean, the people that have way more followers, subscribers, all that kind of stuff maybe, but as it is right now, if I'd be living in a van too. Hey, Cosmos, what's going on? 1:33 AM. Jeez, that is a late night for you. If you noticed the background here, I'm in a jungle room in a I don't know, this feels like one of those kind of cheap, goofy motel rooms that murders happen in and all that kind of stuff. No studio. That they would save money, honestly. It's not a bad way to do it. Um, well, I'm glad that you did too. Thanks, Chris. You know, I try to put out at least one good video a week, and then I put out another video if I put out a second video in a week. And it's one that I usually don't know if it's gonna take off or not. 9 times out of 10 it doesn't. But I just try to put out stuff that I would want to watch. And I'm glad that you guys are enjoying that too. You will pay for that. Wow, I haven't heard of that. That's YouTube's Most Wanted. I'm gonna have to look those up now. That's I'm gonna have to make a note of that because I'm gonna have to look at those. Are those decent channels, or what does he do on those channels? I do enjoy his sense of humor though. Yeah, some of his videos really make me laugh, and he knows his stuff too. Like that guy can tell a story. Haven't been to Tinker in years. That was the first time in years that I'd been there too. The last time I was there was probably 20 years ago. I grew up not that far away from it, and I still make my way back pretty often. Couldn't find my second channel. It should be on there. I think I have it on recommended channels. If not, it's called Jeff's Adventures, and the thumbnail on it is a picture of the back of my head and a with my dog and a sunset. I couldn't think of anything better to put on there. So yeah, that's just a channel that I just put up random stuff that I didn't know where else to put. A food review channel. Oh, I bet he'd be good at that. I could see him just tearing places apart. Let's see. Most of them are breaking the law. In other words, been on them for years. Pretty much know everyone. Yeah, you really do. You have to have respect when you're visiting places, and I know a lot of people jump fences and all that kind of stuff just to get a good shot. I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to take those kind of risks, and I yeah, I try to go by the laws because you don't want to ruin it for anyone else either that comes in after you. Even especially people that aren't shooting video that just want to come in and visit. You don't want to ruin things for them. Who wins the election in my opinion? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm kind of in various ways I'm scared both ways. I you know, I kept joking to people and I said that at some point I'm going to run for president, but I'm pretty sure that if I did, I would probably get shot in my first month of campaigning, as sad as it is. A rant channel. That I'm going to have to look that one up now. That's got me curious. Home 5 miles from there. That's cool. Yeah, it's not a bad place. There's still a decent amount of stuff to do. The fifth channel, oh, I'm trying to think. There was one other one that I know I caught. Fascinating Graveyard. That's it. Let's see, which place felt the scariest for you? That's a good question. It's probably a place I haven't done a video on yet. I stayed years ago at Hollywood Roosevelt, the Roosevelt Hotel. And that place has a lot of history, but it's really dark in there. There's a lot of celebrities that you'll see there, but they have a Marilyn Monroe room that's supposedly haunted, a Montgomery Clift room that's supposedly haunted, and that place just has weird, spooky vibes. So I'd say, and they have stair or hallways in the basement that are really dark, and that's a really creepy place. So I'd have to say that. Do I believe in ghosts? Yes, I do. I've never seen one. I've experienced things that I can't explain. Creepiest supernatural experience I've had. Well, I just posted the Tinker Swiss Cottage video. When we were there, I don't think I got it on camera, or maybe I did. I don't remember. But when we were filming, everybody was upstairs and we heard footsteps going up the stairs and we looked down, there was nobody down there. And supposedly that's a normal occurrence there. So that's probably about as good as I can do. I've taken a lot of pictures with orbs, but I've never had any experiences beyond that. Yeah, most break the law grifter. I can't do that. I'd rather just do things the normal way and keep things fun for everybody. Scott, I appreciate your comments. I appreciate that. It's good to see you on a live. I appreciate all the comments and questions and all that. That's what makes these live streams fun. Sometimes the Monolife subscribers send him money to buy lottery tickets, then he scratches them lottery tickets. Huh. That I could see that being kind of funny. Yeah, I don't know how some people make their living doing this. It's fun to do, but I mean, to me it's not really much more than a hobby. Only the rich are eligible for the presidency. Yeah, you have to find some big donors to back you. But by then you're pretty much selling your soul anyway. Politics are at one point I really had faith in the country. I really thought that things would go well, but there's too many people struggling out there, and I feel for a lot of people, and it's honestly, I don't know what the future is gonna look like. I'm I'm kinda eager to see, but at the same time, I'm kind of afraid of what the future brings. Yeah, it has a lot of history, and every time I'm there, I see somebody famous in the stairwell or in the lobby. So it's good and that's the Hollywood Roosevelt. That's a really good place for star hunting if you ever wanna see someone famous. It's very low key and not a lot of people know that stars go there, but pretty much every time I'm there, I see somebody. Do, do, do. Faces of the Forgotten. Yeah, Ron is great. I'd really like to talk to that guy sometime. He's cool. Yeah, thank you. Please hit the like button because there's always two or three jerks that every time I do a live stream, they give it a thumbs down. And because of that, the more thumbs downs you get, the less people see this. And, people that want to see this, I'd like them to be able to see it. So, if you're one of those people that gives a thumbs down, just go run face first into a door and go. That's what I try to do. I try to I just try to make the videos that I would want to see myself. And hopefully, over time, those of you that have been on the channel for a while, hopefully, I've gotten better at what I do. I really would like to think that at least something's improved. But yeah, Scott, I appreciate that a lot. That's really nice of you. Illegal online gambling. There's ways of getting money from people in odd ways. I'm gonna have to watch for that. I don't think I've ever noticed that, but then again, I haven't been active on the other channels. One way or the other, though, he's good at what he does. I'll give him that. Sports bars half empty. Yeah, going out, it's not the same, and it's not always safe anymore either. You just never know anymore. There's a lot of nutty people out there. Did he actually move to Arizona? I thought he just went on vacation. I'll definitely miss his Midwest stuff if he did move. Yeah, they are, and luckily I've never had anything bad happen on this channel. I've never had I've never had anybody question what I'm doing or get upset or call anything in. I've always been very respectful when I visit places. If I can, I ask permission. And if somebody doesn't want me filming, I honor that and I won't post it or won't film it. But I try to always treat people the way that I would like to be treated. Thank you for those thumbs ups. Hopefully you actually gave this a real thumbs up because that does help. I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, YouTube does sometimes There's a lot of things I don't get notifications for. I really wish that it would, I really wish that it would be a little more consistent. Spring Grove Cemetery. Yeah, I did. And I got really, really lost there because I was looking for the SpongeBob one. I was there last month. That was the SpongeBob video that I put up, the gravestone. That was at Spring Grove. That was a huge cemetery, and I got lost, and it took me a while to find my way out. Miss Helena, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I will continue to keep on going. There's good videos coming up. There's a ton of stuff coming up that I haven't edited yet. Stuff I'm really excited about. I haven't mentioned it yet, and I haven't given any heads ups, but I have a John Belushi video coming out on Friday. Fridays are probably going to be my new days to release the good videos, and then throughout the week I'll try to put out something else. Special things for Halloween. Okay, that'll be good stuff. I do always enjoy his stuff. Well, thank you, Cosmos. I definitely appreciate that. I do see that some people give a thumbs up before stuff goes live. So I definitely appreciate that. That really does help. That's the best thing you guys can do to help me, and I appreciate that. Likes, shares, and if you can watch videos all the way through, the retention rate, that also helps. But I really appreciate it, guys. That means a lot. The plague really meant, yeah, it did. People haven't really gotten back to it, and people are not as sociable as they were before that. I think everybody staying at home for as long as they did, it made people socially awkward, and I gotta say that I'm not really that much different. I'm not as outgoing as I used to be. I started doing the channel and all that stuff around the time COVID hit, but, yeah, the times are different. I appreciate that, Scott. You rock. Yeah, the Gacy house. Even though it's not the same house, if that house is ever open, I will go back and do another video. I know it goes up for sale like every couple years, and I'm sure that place has some really, really bad feelings in it. But yeah, that is there's still more Gacy sites I'd like to do. I appreciate that, Cosmos. You rock. You guys definitely help out when you do that. The thumbs ups, they help. The retention, if you can watch the whole video, that's great. If you don't want to watch it, just let it run and go to the bathroom or, eat some carrots or something. But everything helps. I do appreciate it. I just missed Hurricane Helene by a couple of days. I was down in that area, and I got lucky, and, I got out before anything happened, but I was a couple days from being included in that. Yeah, I saw one video that he did. I is he if he's in North Carolina, then that explains it, because they got hit hard. Arizona for the winter, lives up northern. Okay. Yeah, man, I haven't seen any of his recent videos, but he's got a good channel. I really enjoy him. Yeah, I did. I put that up last week. If you haven't seen that, go back and check. Let me see how many videos ago it was. I posted that um 8 days ago. So that's three videos ago. So if you go on my page and check that out, yeah, that video, that was a good one to do because people had been asking for a Gacy video for a while, and I have to be in a certain mood to do true crime videos, but I try to do them in October, to kind of go with the Halloween theme. And have I been to the car museum in Roscoe? Yeah, I've probably done more videos there than anybody, and I've probably done more videos, like especially on TikTok and Facebook Reels. I go in there whenever I'm in the area, I always go in and visit. People there are good friends, they're really good people. The owner's a really good guy. He's really fascinated with Hollywood cemeteries too, and I keep trying to get him to go to California and check places out, and hopefully he will. But he's got a collection unlike anything I've ever seen. I mean, the stuff he has is it's insane. Yeah, Asheville got hit bad. Hopefully he's okay and the house is all right. Anything new in the works? I shot 3 videos today. I don't know if anyone's really gonna like them or not. They're not, one is a cemetery video. That one I think people might get a kick out of. I did, well, there's only 19 people in here, so word's not gonna get around and nobody else will watch this. So I did House on the Rock today. That's a really neat attraction in Wisconsin that I went to as a kid, and it's one of the coolest places ever, and I did a video there, never done one there before, and I haven't been there in probably 25 years, so that was really cool. I'm excited to put that one together. I know that's probably not, gonna do very well, and it's not gonna be one people really like, but, those of you that enjoy just really eclectic collections and weird things and just odd places, that's gonna be right up your alley, and that's the kind of stuff I like. As far as anything else, I'm I was asked to do a cameo in a horror movie that I was supposed to shoot 2 weeks ago, but it got pushed because they're doing a premiere for a previous movie that they wrapped. So I'm probably not gonna do that for another week or 2, but, you will see, This Ugly Mug in a film coming up very soon. Once that's out or, available, I will let you know. I really appreciate, the views. Thank you, Miss Elena. I certainly appreciate you, and I appreciate you hopping onto the lives. It's nice to actually have people to talk to. And thank you, Chris. That was a fun one to do, though. I kinda hate to say fun because, serial killers but it's fascinating. Yeah, I saw that. Tropicana Field, it's such a nice ballpark too. Hopefully I mean, I don't know what that roof was made out of, but hopefully it won't be, too bad to replace. Congressional Cemetery video, it's still on my list, haven't gotten over there yet. I'm hoping to. I don't know if it'll happen this year, but hopefully next year. There's still so many things on my list, and I've been working really slow this year, so I apologize for that. But yeah, it's a great place. It really is. And so many people haven't heard of it. So if you haven't seen the videos I've done there, we're talking about historic auto attractions. If you go to my video or do a search in YouTube, historic auto attractions and Phrasal Productions, I've done 2 full tours of the place a couple years apart because they always get new stuff. But that's good to hear. It's good to hear that everybody's okay. Sometimes you never know. I mean, those guys all live, in some of the places that got hit pretty hard. Yeah, that's still a work in progress. I'm I'm trying. Um, self-deprecation, it keeps me humble. Meow Wolf or Ripley's? Ripley's is on my list. They have something really cool at the Ripley's, not too far from where I'm at now. I'm not going to make it on this trip, but hopefully soon. Um, yeah, I know. I'll get better. I try to have fun with myself. It keeps me sane. I appreciate that. And the other fun thing is tonight, it's probably going to happen tonight. We're getting really close to hitting 70,000 subscribers here on this channel. So thank you all for that. I really appreciate it. You guys rock. Riddler's grave in Pittsburgh. I have not, but he's on my list for when I go through Pennsylvania. Not sure when I'll be back there yet, but that's definitely on my list. Yeah, it's still open and it's still really busy. That place was packed today. I did a video there and I'm really excited to do that one. Um, let's see. And that one will be a quick one because I voiced it as I went. I appreciate that. I try hard to do stuff that people are going to like, and sometimes I knock it out of the park and other times I do a what I feel like is a great video, but then, the retention rate on it'll be like 10% and then YouTube won't push it. But I try to put up good stuff. Do I have the Halloween candy ready? Where I live, nobody ever comes. I have not had a trick or treater in 10 years. What's going on, Sam? Uh Night Stalker I haven't done yet. Dahmer I've done 2 videos If you haven't seen the video I did, with the Ambassador Hotel, you should go back and check that one out. I did that one that was the first Dahmer video I did a couple years back, and, I'm really trying to stay in the room where that happened. Uh, it I keep hearing that the Ambassador will let you rent that room, but I've had no luck yet. I'm really hoping that at some point I'll reach somebody there that will just book it for me, or let me use that room. The true crime ones, I really love doing them. I don't have a lot to a lot to work with in the places that I've went, but I've always tried to add that in. So far, I've done Dahmer, I've done Gacy, I've done Ed Gein. Who else? I've done a little bit of Ted Bundy, but I will continue to do them as I go places where it fits. Have I done any World War II museum videos? I Historic auto attractions, there was a room in there dedicated to World War II. I didn't specifically point that out. I probably should, but there is one other place that is on my radar from um it's an old training camp that still has its bunkers. And that I was just thinking about that this week, and that's probably one that I'll do pretty soon. But I am hoping to do more museums on this channel. They don't always do the best, but I like doing them and putting them out. BTK, that's definitely on my list. I haven't been to Kansas yet ever, but when I go through there, because there's Eisenhower's grave and a couple other things, when I go through there, that yeah, I will do it. It scares me too. The ghosts of Gettysburg. Oh yeah. I went through Gettysburg before I started this channel probably 8 or 9 years ago, and that place scared the crap out of me. I went to Devil's Den, and somebody asked earlier in the chat what the creepiest place is. I take that back. I'm sorry. Gettysburg, Devil's Den, especially at night. I don't know how I forgot about that, but, yeah, Gettysburg, that is a creepy place, but I I did it before I was doing videos, and I gotta go back and do that again, now that I'm doing videos. The Neighbor with Dahmer, that's crazy. It's interesting because when you do these true crime videos, people reach out, and I touched base with somebody who was John Wayne Gacy's neighbor, and I told you all that I was gonna start a podcast, and I wanted to practice a little bit first before I bring guests on, but she has agreed to talk to us on camera and tell us the stories about what happened and how she got to know Gacy, and she went to cookouts at his house, and there's some really creepy stories. I gotta save her stories and let her tell you, but man, she has stories. But, that will probably be I did one podcast episode a couple years ago, and it was just me, and it kinda sucked, but I'm hoping to bring that back, and she will probably be our first guest. Yeah, I'm hoping to get everywhere at some point. I have lists of places in every state. Yeah, I'd like to do Casey Anthony is definitely on my list. I'll probably do some of the others at some point. You just never know where I'm gonna end up or there's a lot of videos that I'll shoot that I didn't plan on yesterday that I'll shoot today because I just happen to be going through there. Hey, Mike, what's going on? Good to see you on a live. Um, Mike, I did a couple of episodes of his show. So if you want to listen to a couple of stories of me meeting celebrities or going to different places, check out Mike's channel. This on the screen, the OG Mike show. Check him out and subscribe because he does some really good interviews and he's just a really interesting and good all around guy. So give him a check out and a subscribe because he definitely deserves it. 2 membership passes Midway Village. I haven't been there in so many years. That place is, it was always interesting when I was a kid, though. Long Island, New York. Yeah, there's so many places in New York that I wanna do, just, so many. Uh, let's see. Oh, wow, that would be cool. it's always interesting to hear stories from people that were there. Yeah, if I come to Wichita, I'll reach out because I probably am not gonna know my way around out there. I'm not sure when I'll get out there, but I will do that. Canadian killers, yeah. The Paul Bernardo case really did intrigue me, and I think the pig farmer, was he up there? Uh, I can't think of his name, but, those of you that know serial killers probably know who I'm talking about. But yeah, the Bernardo thing, if I ever get to Canada, I will do that. Oh, I couldn't do it. No, no, no. Um, yeah, I probably will. I'll probably do the Santa hat, and if I do a Thanksgiving one, I found a turkey hat. I didn't buy it yet, but I'm gonna have to go back and get it because, yeah, those hats they make it. If I miss anybody's chat, I'm sorry. They're coming in a little faster than I can read them. I'm still a kid. I still feel like one, luckily. I'm not, but I still feel like it. No, there's so many places in New York. There's oh, so much. I can't wait to get out there. Yeah, definitely check out Mike. He's a good guy, and he's posting the second part of our interview, I think Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. If you're still on here, Mike, let them know when they can see it. Let's see, a video with Gacy showed a pic of him dressed as a clown. Yeah, and they had the suits at Alcatraz East. If you guys haven't seen the Alcatraz East video, go back about 2 or 3 weeks on my channel, and yeah, that I show the actual suits, the Pogo the Clown and Patches suits, and they're chilling. Just looking at them, even on video, it creeps me out. Yeah, I definitely try to. If I can ever get videos of stuff that other people don't, I'm all for that. I love doing new places that nobody else has done. And that's what I really strive to do. Obviously, there's stories that you have to cover that everybody else has, but you want to put your own spin on it. Or a lot of times in cases like this, a lot of the people that I will do cemetery tours, grave videos, things like that, or their houses. I have personal stories with a lot of these people. I've been going out to Hollywood for 25 years. I've met a lot of these people. I have personal stories to share sometimes with it, so I try to do that. Yeah, 24 people. This is, for us, that's really good. I appreciate it. I think I actually got through all the comments, so that I feel productive. But thank you all for signing on. I really appreciate it. This live has been more fun than any of the others I've done. Maybe it's just the luck of the jungle room here, and next time I'll probably be back in my studio or wherever else. So you just never know. I can pop up at any time. I try to give notice if I am going to do it. I'll put it in the community page. Bigfoot locations I've never done. I'm trying to expand a little bit more. I'm doing more museums and a little more true crime now. I'm trying to expand away from cemeteries. I'll never stop doing them because that's a big thing of what I like doing. But yeah, I try to put up different stuff too. I always try to grow. Yeah, the Alcatraz Museum is really, really cool. That's one of my favorite places, and, oh, it's so great, and I didn't even show a fraction of what they had. I really recommend visiting. I did too. Actually seeing them with your own eyes, it's I can't even describe it. It was disgusting. Uh, yeah, if you had a podcast for crime, reach out sometime. I'd like to talk to you because I'm trying to start a podcast and I'm trying to I have never actually went out and just done one. So I'm trying to get a little experience before I get actual guests on. But yeah, reach out. I'd like to pick your brain if you've actually done one. Thanks, Trevin. I appreciate that. You have a good weekend too. It's good to see you on a live. Hopefully we'll catch you on another one. Miss Helena, thank you again for the super chat. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you being on, everybody. I appreciate you guys. Big the foot. That's hilarious. But I appreciate all you guys. This is I don't know if there's a time limit on this restream. This is the first time I've tried this on a new streaming software. But I should probably call it quits for tonight and try to get something else done, maybe a little editing, you never know. But keep an eye on the channel. There's going to be new videos coming up. Um, Spoiler alert, John Belushi video coming up this Friday, and lots of other stuff coming up. I have a lot of videos that I have not edited yet, and some of the favorite videos that I've ever done, I have not posted yet. So keep an eye out, and thank you guys all for being on. Hopefully, I'll see you on next time I do a live. And I appreciate you all. As always, all the likes, the shares, the comments, I appreciate it all. It really helps this channel keep going. And tonight maybe we'll hit 70,000. If we do, keep an eye out. Might do another live stream at some point sooner than later. But yeah, have a good weekend, everybody. And